Okay guys, hi. This is going to be a drawing of an elephant for you guys at home. I'm going to put up a lot more drawing assignments in general so that you guys can do stuff, just pencil and paper, okay? Again, I'm going to go fast because this is a video. You could pause it, you could slow it down, you could watch it again. Like I always say, I don't want to make it too boring for you. First thing, baseline. So I'm going to be doing a bunch of animals, okay? Right at this time because I think they're kind of fun to draw. So here's your baseline. Couple easy shapes with an elephant. Just a big egg shape for the body, okay? And I definitely made it a little more rounder on the front where the ribs end, and then pointier in the back. Here comes the back leg. Ready? Big, if you remember the horse, it's almost like a big oval back here. Their back leg is really big and strong. And then you draw a rectangle coming down, but do this for the foot because it looks cooler. Make it a little pad. Make it, you see what I did there? Arc out a little bit. Then you should have some toenails. All right. Front leg's pretty easy. Starts up here, comes down. And again, I'm going to arc it out a little bit so it's padded. When you weigh this much, you need some padding on your foot. All right. So there we go. There's his feet. Okay, now of course elephants don't have 2 feet. They have 4. If you want to make it walking, it's kind of cool. Instead of making them come straight down, like with the horse, we're going to slant the back too. Watch this. It'll look like it's walking a little bit. All right, now we have toenails. Elephants have really long but thin tails. All right, there's its tail. The head, we're going to draw like an egg shape right up here. Okay, so it's fatter up here, smaller down here. And I'm going to come down to make the trunk. Just come down this curve and continue it. Make like a J shape or a candy cane shape, and then to do the back of the trunk, come down this, down here. And if you want to be fancy, you should kind of curve up and come down because they have a little finger like at the end of their nose. They can pick up a peanut, right? So then they have a tusk, right, which are actually teeth that come out of their mouth. And the one comes out here, and curved tusk. This is made out of ivory, right? I'll write that up here. I-V-O-R-Y. Okay? And it's called a tusk. Okay? And then you would have a second tusk, which you couldn't see because the head's in the way, so you would only see the back of it, right? Ear. Its ear is kind of like a square. It comes down, back, and up like that. All right? Its eye should go like right in the middle of that oval. I like to put a few wrinkles in the tusk. Trunk, where it's bent. Okay, now you could go back. I can't because I did this marker. You could erase this line. You could erase this line. Okay. I'm going to try to kind of hide it a little bit just with some shading here. It's called hatching when you all go in the same direction. I'm going to hatch this a little bit. Come down here. Makes it look a little three-dimensional. Okay. I'm going to also draw some shade under the belly. Make them look a little rounded. All right, look at that. So I'm going to put, again, remember when we drew the house with the person? I think we put a walkway on the house that was diagonal. It's a great trick. Let's not forget that trick. Instead of a walkway, I'm going to have a river. It's coming diagonal, and it's getting bigger as it comes towards us. All right, gives our drawing a little bit of a 3D look from a diagonal line. Okay. I'm gonna put. I like to put a palm tree out here, maybe with bananas or coconuts. Though I do know, in case you look, bananas grow up, not down. So here's my palm tree. Have fun with a nice curve like that. Okay. And then it should get smaller as it comes up. It's almost like drawing a crescent moon. Okay, I bet you guys know what that is. So here's your palm tree branch. Here's a simple one. It's just like that eye shape that I like to use. And then you just put a line down the middle. If you want to get fancy, try this shape. Put cuts in the palm leaf, right, as you go. Now I know I just did that fast and it might look difficult, but that's a little bit of a fancier palm tree, okay? You could have some overlapping so you don't see the whole leaf. That's another trick to make things look 3D. Things lay on top of each other because your brain says, oh, there's gotta be space in there. I'm gonna make this one a coconut tree, even though I don't think coconuts grow in Africa where elephants live. I don't care. So there's that. Now you want to make it into a picture. So you might see on this one, I put a little bird on its head. I put some grass here, okay? Some clouds and the sun. So try to turn it into a picture. And then I'd also like to see you guys color it in with a colored pencil. So I'll do the bird real quick here. Again, just some simple shapes. Look, just the oval for the body. You can do just one line for the leg if you want. Circle for the head, right? Little dot for the eye. The beak, just a triangle. Give it a little tail. Maybe a mark for the wing. That's all you gotta do, okay? There come my clouds. Oh, I overlapped the clouds. Let's do some overlapping with the clouds. So there's a cloud. A lot of people draw separate clouds, but what if they overlapped a little bit? See that? Makes it look a little 3D. Okay? Could even, if you want to get crazy with this, we can have a mountain in the background. Okay, so these are far away, and I'm going to pretend it goes through the elephant. Where would it come out about? Maybe up here. Okay. And let's give the tree some texture. Let's do that hatching again. Hatching as in like when a chick comes out of an egg. Same word, hatching. But this time, I'm going to cross hatch it, which means you go this way, like a tic-tac-toe board, okay? So just to review real quick, you got a lot of things going on in here to make it, you have a diagonal line, write that word up here, for 3D effect. You have overlapping in two spots for a 3D effect. You have some hatching to make it look a little bit 3D, which is kind of some people call this shading, you know, most people, but it's really called modeling. You're modeling the form, making it look 3D. And there you have it.